Welcome to the StockOptionAssassin.com's Trade of the Week video. My name is Eric, and in this video, we want to take a look at a long play in Apple. Now, Apple's all over the news right now. This is a higher risk play. I'm going to throw this in the same category as kind of an earnings play because next week, I believe it's September 9th, Apple will be launching or featuring its new iPhone 6, and there's supposedly going to be a bunch of new features, and a lot of the news is kind of there. We had this huge sell-off a couple days ago, and it kind of continued today. You can see if I zoom in a little bit, this was down just 2 days ago on Tuesday. This is a shortened week. The stock came down. It was like almost 5% or something like that, and it continues to sell off today. And what I'm looking at just technically is basically ever since this earnings kind of breakout here back in May, Apple's been in a nice, just a nice uptrend. It rallies, it kind of pulls away from the mean, comes back to the moving averages, pulls up, very, very clean uptrend here. So what we're seeing now is we are in pullback mode. And part of it, I think the velocity that it saw a couple days ago was, there's a lot of news about some iPhones accounts, celebrity iPhone accounts, or iCloud accounts, that were hacked, and some nude pictures and things that got out there. So there's some negativeness going on with the security side of Apple when Apple's supposed to be so secure. But the way I look at this is, you see all companies are getting this. Home Depot, Target, banks. I mean, everyone is subject to hacking. So I think that the news is overblown. And I think that this sell-off is kind of overdone. So what I'm trying to do is get in long here. And I'm looking to put this on tomorrow. And I'm not going to, load the boat on this. This is very speculative because basically the iPhone 6 launched next week on the 9th. That is, to me, similar to an earnings play. You don't know what the market reaction is going to be. So what I'm looking at doing is we're pulling back to the 50 tomorrow. If Apple kind of stabilizes, if we open up to a gap down, I'd like to get into the September 105 calls. Right now, those are trading for about 50 or 60 cents. We'll take a look at the option chain here in just a minute. But if we can sell off, we might be able to get those a little bit cheaper. And then, next week, what we would look for is Apple to sort of, pull back to the moving averages. You can see our DMI stochastic extreme is oversold as well. And every time it comes back here, when you get a pullback and it coincides with the pullback here, you get that buy signal. You can see this, this last buy signal is when the DMI kind of ticked back up here, DMI stochastic, and that kind of set off the next run. So I'm looking to buy this dip. Again, this is very speculative. It's higher risk. So let's take a quick look at the option play, the option chain, and you can see which option I'm looking at. Here we go. So again, we're looking at the September. There's 15 days left to expiration. We're looking at the September 105 calls. And again, they're trading for like 58, 59 cents. So again, September 9th is the product announcement day. And that is Tuesday. So basically what we're looking to do is get into these calls tomorrow, which is Friday, September 5th. We're going to sit on them over the weekend and look for that rally after the product announcement, because we think that the sell-off is overdone. So that's this week's trade of the week. Again, we're going to position this small. There is no stop. If Apple rallies and gets back up to 105, we'd be looking to take profits relatively quick. Probably by the end of next week, we'd be out of that trade. If for some reason the product announcement, the shares sell off afterwards, then we would expect a full risk loss on that one. So this is a small position, no stop. They're cheap options. Again, kind of a lotto tickets type situation, very similar to an earnings trade. So that's our trade of the week, and I will talk to you next week.